Well, welcome back to another episode of Little Life Paul. I'm your host Paul. But something's up, man. Something's a little bit strange. Because it's the end of the month today. And typically around this time, I'm 100% out of money. But I actually have some guala left. Now, my rent for my apartment is due tomorrow, and granted, I don't have nearly enough money that I need to pay the rent. But it's just a little bit strange, man, because I was deep in the bucket. I was like pulling around a whole month late on the rent, man. I was like a whole month late. Well, almost like a whole month late. Like I topped out, I think I was like almost like, I think it was like it was 26 days late on the rent. But now I'm coming around, I got like a little bit of money and I'm like very, very close and I can almost pay the rent. And it's freaking due tomorrow. And things are looking up, man. Things are looking just fine. I want to know your guys' opinion. Do you like the chrome? Or do you like the white? Do you like the chrome? Or do you like the white? Do you like the chrome? Or do you like the white? Man, these bitches be crazy. They be running up to me, right? And they be like, oh my God, it's Justin. It's Justin Yeager. Look at it. It's a freaking Penske truck. Fun backstory. My family used this, I guess, company to come from Pennsylvania and drive it all the way. Well, not my parents drive it, but I think it was my uncle. He drove it from Pennsylvania all the way down here to California. Beautiful, most in the world. And now that I have I'm not really like in debt. Of course, like I'm in debt to like my truck. Like I still kind of like owe that kind of money. But like now that like I'm not like in debt anymore and I have like a little bit of money and like I do need to pay the rent tomorrow. It's like I have like I get like a little urge to go ahead and like rent rent one of these. And I said this like a few years ago. I wanted to, because I used to make Paul Frazier on YouTube posters and I used to put them all over Van Nuys. And I've always wanted to take those posters and completely cover a Penske truck. Or like a U-Haul truck, or yeah, it was supposed to be a U-Haul truck, and I was gonna call it a U-Paul truck, and cover the entire truck with the posters, because I wouldn't be damaging the vehicle. It's like honestly, like I'm a really good person. Like even like when I used to live in my apartment out in Arizona, it's like I make sure that the apartment is as clean, if not cleaner, than it was when they gave it to me. Or if I do rent a vehicle, I make sure to like vacuum it out and clean it. Because like I remember before the Russell Westbrook and Van Nuys, they gave me a loaner vehicle while they were like fixing my car, and they gave it to me and it just came back from another person who was using it, and like it was like all dusty and like gross and everything like that. But like when I returned it to them, I cleaned it, I put some gas in it, which I didn't have to because it was free, but I put some gas in it and I gave it back. And I really don't do that for karma's sake. I basically just do it because like it kind of like just feels good, because like it's just like I don't have to have like any sort of like negative things that I'm thinking about of like, oh shit, what I did in my past. And like at the end of the day, I'm just like a really good person. And say if I was just to cover the entire thing with Paul Frazier on YouTube posters, it's just like I know that wouldn't damage it. It wouldn't actively hurt anybody. I think it would be just a kind of like funny, ridiculous thing that some people will be like, oh my God, you shouldn't be doing that. What are you doing, Paul? Stop. This and that. But it's just like, you know, that's why like I'm kind of like a safe kind of like YouTuber. It's like I still do kind of like ridiculous things, like how I just kind of like broke into Logan Paul's. I just kind of just walked in there when they were moving over to Puerto Rico a few years ago. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put it in the description below. But I walked in to Logan Paul's front courtyard, and then like I saw the G-Wagon. So he was still like kind of there, but he wasn't there that time. And like I walked in, I recorded, and then like I left. It's like I really didn't hurt anybody by doing that, but like if you're like a responsible person or like whatever, they would be like, oh no, you shouldn't be doing that. But it's just like, whatever, man. You know, I'm pretty curious. If I were to say, move out of my apartment. Just say if I go ahead and I move out of my apartment, right? And then I go ahead and for some odd reason, I'm getting like tens and thousands of dollars per video. And I'm like becoming rich. And I sell my truck. And say if I were to buy, say, a Penske truck, right? And sand it down, take the paint off, and then paint it white. And then put like Paul Frazier on YouTube on the side of it. And then go ahead and get some professionals. And then get them to put like a shower, and a bathroom, and a bedroom, and a desk, and an office inside the U-Haul truck. And then I took said U-Haul truck, our Penske truck, and I traveled from state to state to state to state to state. Would you support that? Or would you say, ugh, he's too weird, he's too strange, he's living in a vehicle? You're not supposed to live in vehicles. You're supposed to live in a house or an apartment. And Paul, you have an apartment. Why? You're making $10,000 every single video. Why would you decide to live in a truck? Well, because of course I have my home base and my normal home. Why not? I realize I'm getting stuck in concrete, man, and I'm starting to like become like a normal person, and I really don't think that it's like inside of my body. I don't think it's like inside of my body to be like a normal person, like live in an apartment, because like I've been living in my apartment for so freaking long, man. Like it's getting kind of like weird. I'm getting like stagnant, and like I don't know. It's like, do I want to build up? Because I've already explained how I can't live in my truck because it's not enough space. It's too small. You know, I can't live inside the cab because it's too damn small. But it's just like, is this it, man? Is this life? Am I just gonna keep on working a job until I'm like 80 years old and then die inside my apartment and just work my normal ass job? Or do I push for the stars and be like Christopher Columbus or something and be like an adventurer and like kick life's ass? Or do I just go back to a normal, stagnant Paul.
Nigga, I'm bleeding, but it's kind of free, Sean.